Hello everyone, good evening. Welcome to Arpita Sharma classes. We are going to analyze today's newspaper, that is 4th of August 2020, and also we are going to analyze some of the most important editorials in today's newspaper. The newspaper PDF will be uploaded on my Telegram channel Simplifying UPSC with Ease, and you can download it from there. The name of the Telegram channel is Simplifying UPSC with Ease, and the descriptive link is given in the box down below the video. आपको नीचे बॉक्स में आपको लिंक भी मिल जाएगा वीडियो का, और नाम जो है वो चैनल का है सिंप्लीफाइंग यूपीएससी विद ईज। टेलीग्राम ऐप पे आप उसको सर्च कर सकते हो और क्लास के पीडीएफ्स आपको वहीं पर मिल जाएंगे, राइट? चलो लेट्स स्टार्ट द डिकोडिंग of today's newspaper. Here's a small announcement for all of you. I am taking live classes on Unacademy Plus. Free classes also I am taking on Unacademy Plus. You can get them via the link which is given below the video. You can get 10% discount on Unacademy Plus by using this code Sharma20. ये code use करके आपको easily 10% discount भी मिल जाएगा. The first very important news: SpaceX with NASA crew is back home. The first commercial crewed mission to ISS has returned to Earth. The first commercial crew mission, right? It has returned back to Earth safely. The Dragon capsule, which was launched to the space station on a Falcon 9 rocket, was supplied by SpaceX. Elon Musk's SpaceX became the first private company to send humans to orbit. These facts are very important for prelims. ये आपके prelims science and tech current affairs के लिए important है. SpaceX Dragon capsule, it carried 2 astronauts. It came down in the Gulf of Mexico. Remember कहाँ पर इन्होंने landing करी है? Gulf of Mexico में, which is at the south of Pensacola on Florida's Gulf Coast. Spacecraft was commercially built and operated to carry people to and from the orbit. Touchdown marks the first crewed US water landing in 45 years. Last water landing was done in 1975. Now the next important news is imparting education to tribals in their languages won't be hard. So we have studied the draft National Education Policy 2020, which focuses on mother tongue based instructions up to class 5. So here the multilingual education in Odisha is important for the prelims. ये आपके prelims के लिए काफी important है, ठीक है? So Odisha had been working on multilingual. Which state had been working on multilingual education for more than past 2 decades? That means more than past 20 years. It is Odisha. The state has the most diverse tribal communities, and it is a home to 62 different tribal communities, including 13 particularly vulnerable tribal groups, that is PVTGs. The tribes in Odisha, they speak 21 language and 74 dialects. Of the 21 tribal languages, 7 have their own scripts. 7 languages की तो खुद की scripts भी हैं, written scripts. Santali, which is a widely spoken tribal language in Mayurbhanj and Keonjhar districts, included in 8th schedule of Constitution, is the medium of instruction in more than 500 primary schools. So you have to remember Santali. ये आपके art and culture का भी part है. Now this is an editorial which is important for today. ये आज क्या बहुत ही important editorial है, right? Now this editorial talks about consumption of illegal liquor which led to death of more than 100 people in Punjab. So there have been many cases of large scale loss of life due to consumption of illicit liquor, and such cases have been reported in UP, Uttarakhand and Assam. Right now in Punjab, this case has come into forefront. 100 people, they died because of the consumption of illicit liquor. What is the health impact of consuming illicit liquor? Illicit liquor vendors, in a bid to keep the cost low, almost invariably use toxic methanol instead of ethanol. Consumption of illegal alcohol produces long-term health impacts. Apart from causing death in few cases, it has also been reported to cause permanent damage in form of blindness and tissue damage, permanent damage of liver and kidney. The typical state government response in such cases has been providing financial relief for the affected families without addressing the root cause. Whenever such cases of illicit liquor, death due to illicit liquor, it comes into the forefront, the state government provides the consumption, but they do not address the root cause of the problem, that is the illicit liquor, the supply of illicit liquor, right? वो क्या करते हैं, स्टेट गवर्नमेंट कंपनसेशन दे देते हैं, पर कॉम्पनसेशन फाइनेंशियल हेल्प से क्या होता है, जब तक आप जो रूट प्रॉब्लम है इलिसिट लिकर जो है इसके सेल को आप बैन नहीं करोगे तब तक कुछ इफेक्ट नहीं होगा. Notably, many states have accorded low priority to revamping the excise administration and policing, resulting in low regulation of the illicit liquor trade, the liquor mafia which is going on. And corruption also comes to the forefront because of this liquor mafia. Next important editorial, profiteering during a pandemic. So the nationwide lockdown phase witnessed an exponential rise in price of essential items like masks, sanitizer. The shopkeepers were making huge amount of money by selling the mask and sanitizers at a very heavy cost. A 99 rupees sanitizer was being sold at rupees 300. This is based on my personal experience as well. A 50 rupees mask was being sold at 200 rupees or 150 rupees. With the rise in number of cases, there have been reports of private hospitals overcharging patients. In a very reputed hospital recently, I have this personal experience, right? It was not a very very big hospital, right? But it is a reputed hospital. I cannot name it right now. It's a very reputed hospital. Many people know about it, right? That hospital was taking rupees 1 lakh for a single night वार्ड, राइट, वार्ड स्टे. अगर आप एक सिंगल नाइट वार्ड स्टे कर रहे हो, वहां पर कोई पेशेंट है जो एडमिटेड है वार्ड में सिर्फ एक रात के लिए 1 लाख रुपए चार्ज कर रहे थे, राइट? So private hospitals have also overcharged patients. They have also tried to make money in this pandemic. The cost of medicines like remdesivir has also shot up, because of which the poor are unable to afford these essential medicines. Because of which Epidemic Disease Act was passed and masks and sanitizers were, brought in the essential commodities, and the prices hence were reduced. The British enacted Epidemic Disease Act in the year 1897, empowering the government to implement any measures that would prevent the outbreak or spread of any disease. So according to the law, anyone disobeying the orders of any public servant can be punished under section 188 of IPC. However, the provisions were very insufficient, so that is why it was changed, right? So this article argues in favor of incorporating a provision in Disaster Management Act of 2005 to make overcharging the public a punishable offence. Next important news, government issues draft policy to ramp up defence exports. Government issues draft policy to ramp up defence exports. So Ministry of Defence has put out a draft Defence Production and Export Promotion Policy 2020 for public feedback. This policy has been drafted with the vision to make India amongst the leading countries of the world in the defence sector, including aerospace and naval shipbuilding sectors, from design to production, with active participation of public and private sector. So basically this policy talks about the Atmanirbhar Abhiyan, self-reliant Abhiyan, which the government has, launched. So what are the goals and objectives of this policy? To achieve a sales turnover means sale of rupees 1,75,000 crores, including export of 35,000 crore in aerospace and defense goods and service by 2025. To reduce dependence on imports and move forward towards Make in India initiative. To create an environment that encourages R&D, that is research and development, reward innovation, create Indian IP ownership, etc. So what are the focus areas of this draft policy? Procurement reforms, indigenization and support to MSMEs, optimized resource allocation, export promotion, quality assurance, innovation, R&D, investment promotion, defense, public sector undertakings, and ordnance factory board. Last important news for today, MGNREGA is running out of funds. Government data has shown that Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act scheme has used up almost half its allocated funds, 1/3 of the way through the financial year. And Azim Premji Foundation conducted this survey in 13 states on the functioning of this particular scheme. तो मेनली इसके जो फंड्स थे टोटल उसमें से हाफ से ज्यादा इन्होंने फंड्स यूज कर लिए हैं. Scheme has used up more than 48,500 crore out of the 1 lakh crore allocation. Number of gram panchayats in vulnerable areas have already exhausted their funds. Employment rates are also dropping. There are fewer livelihood options for more than 4 lakh families. Now that the funds have been almost used up, drained up, what about the families, more than 4 lakh families which are unemployed right now? So this was all for today. I hope you enjoyed today's session. If you really enjoyed it, do not forget to share the video, like the video and subscribe to this channel. Thank you and have a wonderful night ahead.